driving instructor. I teach adults and teens. We're going to go ahead and take you through learning how to drive. We're currently on 8 Mile on the west side, and this is a very relaxed drive. We're at about 40 miles an hour. It is 7:07 Eastern Standard Time. I want to welcome you in. When you're learning how to drive, you got to set a goal. And driving is responsibility. Please do not get it twisted. You got to learn how to drive. You got to put gas in your car. You've got to set a goal for yourself. And I've been blessed to be in this position to teach people how to drive, and I don't take it for granted. I really want to educate you on best practice, cars, how to drive, how to get your license, common pitfalls, like this navigator. They're not using a blinker. That can cause a problem. How do you keep your speed up? You hold your foot on the gas pedal. This is a yellow light. We squeeze the brake. If we can stop in 3 seconds, we stop. This is the stop line. Okay? We all have a personal responsibility to ourselves. I have a responsibility to you. If I'm going to take the time to go live and talk about driving, I want to be factually correct. I want to serve you as individuals who want to learn how to drive, and I want to speak truth. Driving is very expensive, and a lot of people can't afford it. They wait until they're 18, 19, 23, 24. But some of us have kids at a young age, and that's a greater responsibility. We don't want anyone to drive illegally. I want you to obtain your license. I want you to obtain your permit, and I want you to learn. Let's talk about this. Driving is a privilege, not a right. Your license, your permit can be taken away. And in my job, hey, what's up, Nick? What up, man? Hey, Nick. How you doing? Thank you, Nick. Nick, sometime this week or next week, whenever it works, we'll talk. We got to go on. We can get you in the car. We can talk. I think that's the most important thing, Nick, right? We can talk about driving, talk about responsibility. I know you would come on, Nick. And then Nick will set up the podcast. So put some comments in. Nick is one of my former high school students. I did not teach him how to drive, but very proud of him. He's doing well. And maybe we all could go live and get a car. Yes. Yes. That'd be perfect. Get some ideas together. We'll make it thumbs up. Nick, tell all your friends. We'll do a live. We'll do a podcast. And I think it's really important. So, Nick, just a hardworking young, really doing well. And I'm blessed. Parking, turning. He's like, hey, yes. Yes, we will set it up. So I'm currently on 8 Mile right now. And this is a very chilled, relaxing drive. This is a good drive for a beginner. Now, doing earlier in the day, I would say no, okay? But we will make it happen. And Nick, let's just bring the whole community on, right? The Mount Clemens community. And anything that's a good fit for driving, sharing their journey, Nick, we'll make it happen. We'll exchange numbers. We'll do the network stuff. And Nick, anything I can help you with, just let me know, okay? I'll reach out to you after this is over. But you see how I'm smiling? It's just good people. And I would do anything for anyone. All of you know this. So we're on 8 Mile. We're cruising, being safe, trying to be aware. I got you. I got you. I'm here for you. I'm a resource because people helped me, and I want to turn it forward. Anything I can do to help any of you learn how to drive, get a car, plan, let me know. Because we are all a global community. And that's what I try to tell all of my students, whether they're driving or my former student, and we're all blessed, okay? So we're chilling on 8 Miles, a lot of car dealerships, a lot of clubs, a lot of, adult clubs, but we want to be safe, and it changes. You go in different communities. So if you have a burned out headlight or tail light, going to get pulled over. So we want to practice, safe driving. we want to make sure we have a license and registration and proof of insurance. Okay? We got to be prepared for any situation. Okay? And you don't want to have a car that breaks down all the time. We've all been there before. A new car can break down, an old car can break down. You just really got to be careful. Like there's something going on right now. I want to show you this. So now, oh boy, it could be an accident. So there's an accident up here. There are ambulances up here. We don't know what happened. Uh-oh. So I got to get over. So you see in real life, the thing I like about going live, it's real. All right? And then what we'll do, we'll team up together because each of us have a journey. I learned to drive at Henry Ford High School, had a great, someone's there on the ground, man. What's going on, bro? You see this, man. Something happened here, right? Wow, look at that car, man. Dang, someone got rear-ended. Yep. So what am I trying to tell you? You got to be safe. You got to put safety first. Don't tailgate. And if all of you are my virtual students, leave room. Take your time. Don't tailgate. The one thing I've learned, and Nick has known me longer than you, right? We all human. Sometimes we're late to work. Sometimes we're early. Sometimes we're just on time. The thing I've learned, leave early for work, right? Don't wait till the last second. Get there. Because if you show up late to work, you're going to lose your job, right? When they're trying to promote people, Myles has been late 25 times. Nick has been late 10. Eric has been late too. We like Myles, but Nick really, talks to us. He's at meetings. Nick is going to get that promotion. I'll get my promotion later, but Nick will get his first. I'm just trying to simply say this. Your employer looks at how many times you're sick, how many times you're late, and then they make decisions. They make staffing decisions. So I've learned, leave early, dress professionally, be friendly, do your work. If a boss asks you to stay later, you stay later, right? Driving, like I said, is a privilege, not a right. If I get too many tickets, there's the police coming. If I get too many tickets, I'll lose my driver's education endorsement. Why would I do that? I don't want to do that. So I have to drive with some sense, a purpose, responsibility. If this sounds more serious and real, it's because I'm real, right? And it just takes one person to bring the community up, okay? So we're still cruising about 40, staying relaxed. I'm still an hour away from home. Been to a couple places on the west side, on the east side, helping family members. That's what you do. But if you don't learn to drive, you won't be able to help people. And part of my job is to mentor like Nick, Eric, help people. And we all want and appreciative. We all had strong mothers, strong dads who would come to school and clock our tea. If we're acting wrong, they go come up and handle us. Those of you who don't know, we'll talk about that, okay? It takes a strong family, a strong community. My mom and dad did not help me get a car. I got my own. I need you to know this, okay? So you gotta plan as if no one's gonna help you. And don't feel sorry for yourself. You gotta stack up your money, save it. I don't care if you gotta return bottles, cut grass, do what you need to do. No one is going to give you a handout. Here's 5,000, here's 3,000, here's your car. No one's gonna give you that. You gotta stack up your own. You gotta do your own, okay? I worked at the YMCA, I worked at the bus terminal. I saved my money. I got my own car. It was a piece of junk, had a Chevy Malibu, right? I got my own insurance, okay? The car did not have heat. I'm keeping it real with you. You wanna hear a real story? My car did not have heat. But that's okay. I still was driving, okay? And those days made me stronger today. Those days make me appreciate. Okay? I want you to appreciate what you have. And hard work, people recognize hard work. And you never know who's watching you. Okay? I tell you this because I speak truth. There are a lot of car dealerships out here. But if you don't have credit or you don't have a job, no matter how much you like you are not getting that car. I'm letting you know this. So I want you to see this. And a lot of people, they don't teach personal finance in school. We need to be educated. Okay? And when we come across railroad tracks, you need to look left and right because you will be deducted points. The last time we were here near Shorewood and 8 Mile, there was an accident because people are dangerous at intersections. I speak truth. You see where we are, right? And whatever you heard about the city is true, but it's not true. I don't care if you're in the suburbs. You got to take care of your property. Okay, there are people riding golf carts in the suburbs. There are people riding golf carts in the city. There are people riding scooters in the suburbs. There are people riding. This guy on a motorcycle, he almost got killed because he confronted me and a car pulled out. Okay, I want you to realize this. Sorry, I had to attend to a call. But if you're riding a crotch rocket like that, that's like a 600cc. I'm talking about a 1000cc motorcycle. If you're darting in and out, your life is going to end prematurely. There's nothing wrong with motorcycles and crotch rockets, but there's a right way and a wrong way. I don't know if you guys saw that because I had to call, but we're trying to keep space. We're trying to take our time. We're not trying to rush and go super fast. Okay? I'm going to tell you a story. You see those jet skis on the right? My daughter's in real estate. They make money by commission. She wants 2 jet skis like that. I said, honey, you got to work hard. You got to sell houses. If you want something nice like those jet skis, you got to work. If you want a nice car, you got to work. If you want to live out on your own, you have to work. If you want to get your permit, you have to work. Okay? No one's going to give you anything. I want to say it again. No one is going to give you anything. And if they give you something, you're not going to appreciate it. Okay? You're going to be wilding out, going crazy, coming in late, not listening to your parents, scaring them. Okay? Hard work is appreciated and valued. Okay? I started from the bottom. Okay? Parents middle class. Mother a nurse, dad worked for Chrysler and Ford, electrician. Okay? Had an opportunity to get a scholarship for football. I was blessed. Tried out for a couple pro teams, couple Canadian teams, UFL. Then I went back to get my teaching endorsement. I'm telling you this because it's true. That's who I am. I have no reason to lie to you. Okay? I had an opportunity to do driver's ed. And it's been a blessing, right? Nick will tell you, I was doing driver's ed when Nick was in high school. Okay? So it's an opportunity. And I understand people of color, they can't afford driver's ed, right? They used to do it free in the high schools. Very few schools where I'm located teach that. Okay? Private third parties are dominating and it's expensive. $550, $600. It's expensive. I'm not against third party, but public schools do a good job. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? So, what is your plan? Are you going to watch this content? Are you going to learn? Are you going to make excuses? We all make excuses. We all procrastinate. I'm going to cut the grass tomorrow. I'm going to go sign up for driver's ed. I don't have the money. I got to pay this bill. I got $300, but, my grandmother needs $250. I got to go help my friend. It's a commitment. You see these used car dealerships? They want to know, sir or ma'am, can I see a check stub, proof of income? And if you say, I just work on the side, bye. This is a hard reality that no one ever talks about. Okay? And this is real life out here. This is not AI. This is not something that's altered. You see people on the street. You see people who belong to the street. Okay? Every day people make choices. Some are good, some are bad. We're trying to make good choices for the future. I'm trying to educate those of you who are listening to be brave enough to step to get your permit, to get your license. Do that. Make that decision. Don't put that burden on your mom. Don't put that burden on your dad, because your mom and dad are in their 40s and 50s and early 60s. They can't always take you somewhere. They want to retire. They'll help you, but you have to have your permit. What you guys don't know is I taught a class to help people in their 20s who are in trouble with the law avoid jail time. You don't know that about me. Where we would set up a Zoom, I would go over information, and that would count as part of their probation. It's true. So we don't want to make excuses. We want to be very intentional about getting our permit, getting our license. And as long as I'm alive, I'm going to give you information going live, talking about getting your license, preparing for an opportunity to learn, because there are no promises. Nothing is promised. Okay? So you need to make a commitment to learn how to drive. If you want to drive that beautiful Corvette up there, that white Corvette, you got to get a job. Your insurance is going to be more. If you want to drive that Chrysler 300 to my right, you got to get Chrysler 300 money. If you want to drive that Jeep to the left, the black one, you got to get Jeep money. Okay? I read all of your comments. Oh, I don't have a job. Get a job. Well, there's no one to practice with. Talk to someone in your family. They will drive you. They will help you. But to say, hey, can you give me money? No. No one's going to give you money. No one's going to give you a thing. And I'm trying to show you the pathway. Okay? And I look at the analytics. What do my people need? You want to hear about driving. But I also want to show you the true story of what is behind driving. See, they didn't use a blinker. I almost hit them. Do you see how quick that happens? I use my blinker. I had 3 blinks. They just come over. But I have space. And I'm not making this up. I try to drive with good speed and good space. We're about to get on I-94. JTC 94. Okay? You got to know directions. Okay? I-94 West would take us through to Chicago, then Indiana. Okay? So we have 2 lights. We're reading signs. We have guide signs, regulatory signs. Trying to be patient. Trying to take our time. And every day I drive and go live, I'm showing you the process. What does it take? What do you need to do? How do you need to prepare? Sorry. We're making a left turn, getting ready to get on the expressway. Okay? Turning on my left turn signal. We're waiting. I'm in no hurry. Whenever we move up, we move up. Okay? You're probably saying the light's green. How come we can't go? Because this is a delayed traffic light. Okay? And whenever we get up there, I'm not going to run this yellow light. That's stupid. Why would I do that? I'm just going to wait. The biggest thing that I think a lot of you lack is patience. Are you going to be patient enough? Are you going to take your time? Okay? You see all these cars cutting off. You saw an accident. You saw a car cut me off, no blinker. I had space. I had space because if I didn't have space, I would have hit them. It would have been their fault. But I'm simply saying, this is real driving. We're not driving in the UK, no hate. Okay, we're not driving in Iowa, We're driving in a huge metropolitan city. Okay, I'm going to make my left turn, and I want to be in the lane I'm going into because this lane goes straight. Now, I'm not sure if I can go through on red. I'm going to wait. If you're not sure of something, then wait. I'm not going to get a ticket. Okay, we are going onto a one-way. I'm going to wait. If someone honks their horn, let them honk their horn. The question is, are you strong enough not to... It's green. I'm looking. I'm checking. Now we're going to merge on the freeway. And I want you to see a good merge. Doing a 4,000 RPM merge. The motor's up. And then I'm out. Okay? That was decent. That was close. But that's what it's like on these I-94 ramps. They're small. They're tight. We're at 65. Speed limit will change. I want you to see the bright sunlight. In a moment, we'll make a lane change to the left. But right now, we're going to chill. We're going to take our time. We're about at 60. We're in the right lane because you can tell by the white line. That's the edge line or fog line. The white line marks the right edge of the road. No matter where you go in the United States, the white line is always on the right. R-I-G-H-T. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. Now, eventually, we're going to have to get over. I don't want to be behind this truck. So I'm going to make a lane change. I got to get up to faster speed. And we want to pass this semi-truck, this tanker. I can stay at this speed, or I can choose to get over. I'm going to stay at this speed. I got to stay with the flow of the traffic. What you see, I know you see the blur motion. You see the cars going by. We're moving. Okay? I'm in the left lane because you can see the yellow line to the left. That's how you know I'm in the left lane. There's traffic beside me. You can see the cars. You can also see the reflection on the dashboard. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. I'm taking my time. Eventually, when I get a chance, I'll get back over. We may stay on 94. We may take the Gratiot thoroughfare. I'm going to get over one lane to the right. The middle lane is the smooth lane. I'm trying to take my time, maintain a good speed, and I'm trying not to turn the wheel so much. All of you, as beginning drivers, will just turn the wheel. And I think that is a new Charger, a 2026. I haven't seen this vehicle before. I'm in the middle lane, we're smooth. But we could have construction. I'm just not sure. And I need to make a decision. Do I want to stay on 94 and go down the 2 lanes, or do I want to get off on Gratiot? I'm trying to make a judgment. You've just joined us. I'm a state certified driving instructor. We drove on 8 Mile. Now we're on 94. And I'm going to make a decision. Do we stay on 94 or do we get on Gratiot? It is 7:32 Eastern Standard Time. I think traffic has calmed down a little bit. So we're going to stay on 94. I'm going to gamble. There's no turning back now. Because you're doing construction across the country and across the state, it's going to be testing your patience. You see that rubber that's on the ground, that's from a retread, from a semi-truck. I'm looking ahead so far, it looks like traffic is moving. But remember, it's after rush hour. It's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm trying to be patient. I see traffic to the right. This Jeep may come over and cut me off. I'm lifting my foot. I don't want to get too close to the Bronco. You get a chance to see how close we really are. I know you see that motion blur. You see that Jeep. And this is shot in 1080p. It's not 4K. We're going around a curve. Small, smooth steering input. I'm trying to hold the wheel really easy so I don't jerk it. The Honda to the right, that's a good first-time car. Lasts forever. Do oil changes, take care of it. Sorry about that. Centrifugal force is pulling me out to the right. I don't want to hit this semi-truck. We don't want to mess with it. We're at about 70 miles an hour right now. I can stay in this lane or change lanes. I'm probably going to stay right here. I'm not an erratic lane changer, and I suggest you are not either. I'm going into the curve real easy, real smooth. I'm looking at the black GMC, the Bronco. If you're just joining this, I'm a state certified driving instructor. My name is Myles, and we're on the I-94 interstate. We just took 8 Mile. It's 7:36 Eastern Standard Time. We're on a nice expressway drive. It's on the west side, then the east side, looking at some properties. I don't want to bore you with that, but also I think driving is really important. And driving is a privilege, not a right. It can't be taken away. We're losing speed right now because we're getting in more traffic, and that's okay. This car to the right is moving a little faster. It may tailgate and cut me off. I'm just keeping space. It does make you think, now I got to squeeze my brakes. If I hit it too hard, the lady behind me in the Jeep will hit me. You got to think more than one thing at a time. What about 65? This would be terrible during rush hour. It would take a half an hour, it would be an hour. I know you can see the motion blur of us passing cars on the right and the barrels. We are moving, but also there are a lot of potholes. I'm sorry if the camera and phone are dropping down. I got a new phone holder and it's not adjusted properly, so please forgive me on that. Hopefully the audio is good. I got some nice microphones on here. We're at about 75. They're doing about 85. No need. We want to cruise because we have to go back to downtown tomorrow. Have to get up and drive in the morning. Okay? With $30 in here, got 6.6 gallons of gas. We're moving nicely. No need to go 85. No need to go 90. You only get home a couple more minutes earlier and get a ticket. We're not trying to do that. It's a beautiful Honda right there, brand new. We've lost 10 miles an hour. Speaking of new Hondas, I bet that person's excited, but you got to have a job. They got a brand new car, no license plate yet. You're going to see them when they come over there. I want you to see this. I want you to see what a job will do for you. You see that Honda? We're going to get over. That Honda in front of us is brand new. They have a temporary license plate. If you want to aspire to be like that person in that Honda, you got to have a JOB if you want to be with me. That's a 2026 or 2027 Honda. Okay, we'll look it up. But I want you to see new things. It's not super expensive. Probably mid-40s, maybe 47, 48 with full. I don't know how much power it has. Could be all-wheel drive, but it's a Honda. Okay, it's not a Hellcat. It's not a Trackhawk. It's a Honda. And with vehicles like this, if you take care of them, they will last forever. So I want you to see this new car. I'm going to get over one lane. Okay, I want you to see that Honda. That looks nice. Okay, but I'm too tall for it. Too big. It won't fit me. But that's a great car for a family person. You know, got your second job. I always say these things to motivate you. Bronco. We're moving about 75. They're moving about 80, 85. They're leaving us. Okay? I'm going to get over one lane to the right. R-I-G-H-T. And that's really smooth lane change. And sometimes if you work in the downtown area, you might want to leave an hour later because rush hour, Chicago, Detroit, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Long Island, Houston, Texas, San Antonio, Nevada, Las Vegas, that traffic will make you want to cry and you'll just be sitting there. Now I'm squeezing my brakes. Okay? In Indiana, I almost crashed going over a roundabout, a cloverleaf like this. My cousin rode her truck. She was going too fast. I tell you, these are true stories. You see the truck, we're going on this curve, we're taking our time. I'm looking around the curve. You'll see the video. You'll see my hands. You'll see me looking left and right. Right? And the sunlight is in my eye, and then I'm going to get over one lane. I got to accelerate. I check my blind spot. There was a black Durango behind me. Okay? You got to check your mirrors.
Battery too low. To continue, charge your glasses.
People got the Corvettes out, but it's money.
Battery 10% charge soon.
Okay? You saw the truck get over. And again, we have some individuals who are truck drivers.
Battery 7%.
Okay, I'm going to squeeze my brakes, use the ball of my foot. And whenever you slow down, you need to be looking out of your rear window. You see how bright it is? I got the Meta Ray-Bans, the transitions. I'm going to come up and stop. It's really bright. Okay? This is why you should wear glasses. This is why I need an ND filter for the phone. So when I do videos, it won't look so blown out. But I'll be getting those things. These small things will make the video look better. The audio, the video. And if you feel me taking my time to really make it look nice, you can like, man, this guy really cares. Okay? And if you see me really caring, you're like, I want to watch these videos. What is he going to talk about today? I'm talking about car ownership. I'm talking about you attaining your license. Not relying on someone else. Rely on yourself. Okay? I'm turning my right turn signal. I need to get over to the right. Yes, my eyes. It's this blood sun. I'm not kidding you. It is bright out here. I need to make a right turn, so I want to go into the turn slow. S-L-O-W. I'm going to squeeze the brake. Going real easy. See the guy on the motorcycle? He coming out, got that big beard on. Right? We're just taking our time. Smooth and easy. Gradually on the gas pedal. This is a speed trap. You got King of Burgers, Taco Bell, the Golden Arches. People are sticking French fries in their nose. I'm not kidding you. So you need to take your time. T-I-M-E. We always talk about this. Okay? We're going to take you to another area. We're going to go around this loop a couple times. We're going to go into a crowded shopping area. We're going to look for people who are yielding, not yielding, people who should be watching for traffic. I show you this because it's real. When you guys drive, you're going to go to a store. You're going to go to the mall. You're going to go to the DMV. You're going to go see your cousins. You're going to go see your friends. And this is a great area to drive. We do parking over here to the right. So I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. I'm going to enter in really slow and easy. And I'm going to go in slow and smooth. And we're going to look at pedestrians and behavior. I'm scanning left, middle, right. Left, middle, right. I'm scanning. We're looking for pedestrians, blinkers, lack of blinkers. We're really trying to be that defensive driver. I see the person walking with the long hair. That is a young lady, a woman. Okay, then I'm going to go through and just be patient. I'm going to continue. All right. And then I'm going to stay to the right. You see how close they are to me? I'm going to stay to the right. I see people walking. You probably say, how do you know when pedestrian? I'm timing it. I'm covering my brake. I'm not going to make this woman walk fast. I'm yielding to pedestrian. Okay? That's the proper thing I should do. I'm an instructor. I have to do that. You are a learner. You have to do that. I'm looking left, looking right. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm looking left. I'm looking right. Then I'm going to make a right turn. You see me turning, hand over hand in, hand over hand out. Okay, there's some really beautiful cars over here. 2 Camaros. You want those? High insurance. Okay? Tires. Brakes. Gasoline. We're going to come up. We're going to make a right turn. I'm looking left and right. I want to show you this. I look left. Make sure it's clear. I look right. I look left. Clear. And I'm looking where I want to go. Okay? And then we have to stop. Just because no one's here, you still need to stop. A full, complete stop. S-T-O-P. We proceed. We're going to go down to the next stop sign and make a right turn. This area is really good for beginning drivers. You have a lot of signs, yield. You have pedestrians who will walk in front of you. They don't care. You're going to have a complete stop. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I stop. I look to the left. I'm moving forward. It's called showing the car. I'm going to make my right turn. I'm accelerating through. You hear the motor picking up. You see the motion blur in the back. Now I'm going to turn on my right turn signal. I have the right of way over this Honda. I'm going to turn my wheel, hand over hand. And this is not a race car. And this is definitely not a race course. This is a Walmart parking lot. We see people shoplifting. I'm sorry. Shopping. I'm joking with you. Have a sense of humor. Okay, I'm going to proceed through. I have the right of way. See, this person's not even looking. What is she doing? Okay, she's looking under her arm right now. Bruh, I'm just being real with you. I want you to see this. I'm going to squeeze my brake and I'm going to wait. I'm going to let him walk by. Just being the courteous person that I am. See, he waved at me. People appreciate that. I see the person looking. She haven't even looked to the right yet. Come on. I'm looking. I see another car coming. You're going to see it. You're going to see the truck coming. If I don't look, I would have got hit. Okay? You got to look before you get here, and you got to look after you get here. And then I'm turning back, hand over hand. You see how bright it is? We're going to go around one more time for educational purposes, and you tell me the hazards. Turning on right turn signal. We're building good observational skills. I'm looking. If you were here, hey, I'm going to make you look. Left, right, left. You're going to make that right turn. If you turn too tight, you're going to hit the boulder. You're going to hit the curb. I have had students do that. We can't damage the car. And then we're going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. Have a complete stop. 1001, 1002, 1003. That's all you need to do, but a lot of drivers won't do this. Okay? We're going to come up again. We're going to turn on our right turn signal, and we're going to stop. S-T-O-P. We're going to move forward, showing the car, and then we're going to make our right turn. You see the motion blur. We're moving. Speed limit here is 40. I'm scanning. I don't see a blinker. I don't know what this car is doing. No blinker. That's dangerous. That's a hazard. Don't become a hazard to yourself and to other drivers. We're being patient. Scanning. We're taking our time. Looks like there's a car show here. And then I'm going to make a right turn. They have broken down. You see them? 4 ways. Okay. I don't know what's going on. It's so bright out here. But the sunlight is a hazard too. Then I'm going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. Now, I can turn on red if I wanted to, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to move up. It's called showing the car. Okay. I'm going to go up to the edge. I'm checking traffic. Then I'm going to turn in the nearest lane. Okay, keep your turn short. We want to gradually roll into the throttle. We want to take our time. T-I-M-E. Okay, we're going to move forward. We're going to keep moving. I'm going to scan. I'm sorry about the video bouncing. I don't know if it's an update in the camera. I do apologize in advance for that. We're going to make a right turn at the light. When I come up to the green sign, turn on my blinker, 100 feet or half a block. This is where we merge in. We have a green arrow, but we still want to go slow and look. There's a yellow. You saw me hit the brake. I'm looking, I'm checking. Then I can proceed. This is like our cool down, making turns, dealing with hazards. We need to make a right turn on the street. This is a sharp 90-degree turn. I want to go in slow. I'm going to turn gently. All right. We want to continue. Now we have different hazards. We have kids. We have people on scooters. We have people walking their dogs. We have people who are unaware. We're going to turn on our left turn signal, and we're going to come up and stop. Sorry about that. S-T-O-P. We look left to right. I'm going to show you. You look left, you look right, you look left. I'm making a left. You're going to see me looking to the left. That was a nice turn, right? Sorry about the brightness. This is real. It's almost 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You're like, man, you're still driving? I told you this was a long drive. Okay. Now we're going to make a right turn. T-U-R-N, and we're going to turn out. We're going to proceed straight. You see people walking. They're enjoying themselves. A lady with the baby, young lady walking, another woman walking. This is real life, man. This is what they do in neighborhoods. You got to be aware. You see the little baby out there, right? Daddy, young dad, 2 little kids. You know, we're taking our time. You see the Durango, right? Got the stripes on there. We're trying to take our time, be patient. I'm staying middle right. This is where you're going to really fine-tune your driving skills. Learning how to drive in a subdivision, on a main road. I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. I'm going to make a left. I'm going to go into the turn slow. Take time. Now we're going to make a right. I stop. I use my blinker. I look. We're going to come up and stop. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm going to stop. I look left, right, left. I'm going to make my right turn. Turn that wheel, and then I turn out. You see the motion blur in the back, right? You see all the glare? It's a lot. And this will make your eyes tired. This is a beautiful cul-de-sac. And I'm going to go in and turn real easy. I'm looking to the left. And then I turn out. I'm not going to apologize for the glare. It's very sunny out here. It's 71 degrees. It's almost 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And your instructor is still driving. Okay. I'm going to proceed. I'm going to go around to make a right. And this is like our mental cool down. I'm going to go around to the right, and I'm going to look, going in slow. And this is another route that I would take clients on. I'm going to go in slow. I'm going to turn my wheel. I'm going real easy. Just taking my time. I'm going to turn out. It's so bright out here. Okay, I'm going around to the left. Going in real slow and easy. Then we're going to make a right turn on this street, so we have to use our blinker. Squeeze my brake. Going around to the right. I'm going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. I'm going to turn back. We're watching for kids, young drivers speeding, couples walking with headphones on. See people walking their dog. Okay, they're doing utility work. And most of you are at home relaxing. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. And then we got to go down to the end and stop. S-T-O-P. Here's the stop sign. Okay. Got to have a complete stop. It's the small things. You're probably saying, you don't ever stop. Yes, I do stop. Because I value rules. I'm going to turn out slow. Turn on my right turn signal. I'm going to turn the wheel, go in really easy. I'm going to turn out. You have to work on your turns. I'm going to turn on left-hand turn signal, and we want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. I don't know what this car is doing. Are they going left or are they going right? Because there's no blinker on. Use your blinker. How frustrating is this? Okay, I'm going to go up, and I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm looking left. You see how bright it is? I'm looking right. Okay? It's bright out here. It's easy to miss a car. Man. Oh, my eyes are watering. It is that bright. I'm not kidding you. Whew. I got glasses on. Okay, I'm going to get into the left turn lane. This is where you're supposed to merge in. Okay? Usually each lesson excuse me, lasts about an hour. Just depends. We're going to go up to the middle. When it's clear, yield to traffic and make a left turn. This car doesn't have on a blinker ahead of us. That's very confusing too. You're probably saying, who cares? I care. You need to care. If we're walking and they don't have a blinker, you're like, what's going on, man? Okay, it's clear. I'm going to turn by the double yellow, and bam. That's what it looks like. Man, they made a complete U-turn. Okay. We're going to get back up to speed, and what is this motorcycle doing? And then we're going to get over, and then we're going to make a left turn. I'm yielding for cars. Hopefully you can see this pretty good. And I will promise you, I will get an ND filter and get that window much cleaner. I do promise. So we're going to make a right turn. We're going to go into the parking lot. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the drop off. And we're going to take our time, and I'm looking left and right. I'm looking left and right. You see how bright it is? Like my eyes are bleeding. That's how bright it is. But this is what we live for. We are sun worshipers. And now I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. We're going to review everything we went over. Turn that wheel. All right. Let's break this down. We're going through the whole process. The following dangerous maneuvers will result in an automatic fail. Student must perform at least 2 maneuvers for an automatic fail. You ran a light. You went over the speed limit. You failed to yield. Okay? If I look tired, I am. We had a lot of driving, a lot of bright sun. I was trying to be relaxed. All right, sorry about that. So the following, teacher must intervene. If your instructor or the road tester has to grab the wheel, you fail. Next, disobeys a regulatory sign, yield sign, stop sign, speeding 10 or more over the limit. If you speed 10 or more over, fail. Next, dangerous maneuver. You make a left turn in front of a truck and almost get hit. You almost slam into the curb. Fail to yield for pedestrians, cars. You're at an intersection where you don't yield properly. Fail. Next, starting and stopping. Pre-driving checks, center mirror, driver's side, passenger side, smooth stops. You don't see me slamming brakes. And if you slam brakes or you don't have good clutch control, potential failure. Controlled emergency stops. Some instructors have you slam brakes. That's too hard on the vehicle. I'm not about that. I'm not trying to get views. No cap, no hate. But if we slam brakes, we're going to get rear-ended. That's what they don't show you. You don't see the driver's head cars that have been rear-ended. A lot of these people do the stop. No hate. Stop. And then you're going to get rear-ended. What don't you understand? I'm watching someone walk by. You always got to know who's in your surroundings. I'm sorry. That's just who I am. So somebody might say, you're paranoid. No, I'm from the city. You don't let people walk up on you. Vehicle control when backing straight. You put your right hand on the seat and your left hand on the steering wheel. You look out of your back window. We're in the United States. Our steering wheel's on the left. We drive on the right. Next, searches and mirrors. I always talk about the center mirror. When I'm driving, I look up. You should see me looking up. I'm looking up at the center mirror. You should see me looking to the left. I'm looking in my driver's side mirror. You should see me looking to the right. I'm looking in my right side mirror. You got to have eye movement like that. Okay, you can't be scared to look. Next, pre-driving checks, mirrors, seatbelt, smooth acceleration. Never slam the gas. Reduce speed. Take your time. Next, targets, identify targets, cars, kids, people. Selects 15 to 20 seconds ahead, the motorcycle. The green traffic light, turns and identifies target. If I'm turning left, I'm looking to the left. There's a car. There's a kid. I'm turning to the right. Oh, I got to yield. Excuse me. If this is giving you value, give it a thumbs up. I'm going over the pre-road skills evaluation. Why? I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm showing you value. I'm not making anything up. I'm not reading from a script. I'm reading from the actual test. Come on. Let's keep rolling. Next, able to judge distance and adequate following distance, 3 seconds. You remember when we were on 8 Mile, I had space. A car suddenly stopped. And if I didn't have space, I would have rear-ended them. People don't use blinkers. You need to use your blinker. Checks mirrors regularly. I'm always checking mirrors. always, every single video I made, check mirrors, check mirrors, check mirrors. But a lot of you don't do that because you're caught up on your phone. You're looking down at the steering wheel. You're playing with the info system. Focus on the road. Have your hands at 8 and 4 or 9 and 3 on the steering wheel. Proper hand over hand. If you're making a right turn, it's hand over hand. You're making a left turn, it's hand over hand. You're going around a roundabout, a little bit, slightly turn to the left or slightly turn to the right. You don't want to overturn the wheel. Hand over hand when appropriate, backing up. Minimum 2 left and 2 right turns. When you're taking the test, you need to make a minimum of 2 left or 2 right. But I do more than that because I want to do the most. So select nearest lanes, turn in the nearest lane. If you don't believe me, look at one of my trending videos. It's got about 1.5 million views. Turn in the nearest lane. Make your turn short and efficient. Check traffic, signal, verbalize this adequate gap. You want to have good speed and good space. Complete turn in the proper lane. Roundabouts, minimum of 1. Safe driving behaviors. Automatically puts on seatbelt when you first get in the car. You better put on your seatbelt. Next. Maintains proper speed at all times. If the speed limit is 40, you need to be at 40. If the speed limit is 70, you need to be 70. But can I go 5 over? No. Can I go 5 under? No. Drive at the speed limit. Here's why. If you drive under speed, I've seen it all the time. And I have 24 years of experience. What I need you to do is drive at the speed limit, because if a light turns yellow and you're in your test, you better stop safely in 3 seconds. If you're below the yellow light, failure. Sir, ma'am, let's go back. And you're crying. Why did I fail? Dangerous maneuver. You went through a light. You ran a light. Identifies, understands, and responds appropriately to traffic signs and signals. Take your time. Demonstrates proper use of mirrors. Look around. Check. See who's around you. See who's near. Like there's a lady coming out to my left. You're going to see her. I'm going to show you. Okay? Those 2 people just walked in. I'm sorry. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm human. If you're not paying attention, you will miss the key details. Okay? And they parked a little close to me. They're going to hit my door. I don't like that. I like to have room. Next, effectively manages risk. Cars, keeping speed control. The person on the motorcycle who could have fell off. Cars doing 80, 90, 100 on I-94. Yield to pedestrians. Demonstrates the ability to select a gap and avoid hesitation. Identifies and understands and responds appropriately to traffic signs and signals. Demonstrates proper use of mirrors. Let's talk about expressway. Accelerates to the proper speed, 45, 55, 65, or 4,000 RPM merge. Identifies the proper gap. Maintains proper speed and following distance or interval. Slows down in the deacceleration lane, not the expressway. You're like, man, this is a lot. It is a lot. Okay? What don't you understand? It's a lot. But driving is a greater responsibility. Signals properly, 100 feet. Lane changes, signals, signal, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. If I'm making a lane change to right, check the mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Make a lane change to left, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You've got to be able to do that. Okay? Next, maintains proper speed and following distance. Curves. Enters at the curve at the proper speed. Gradually increases speed at the apex. Okay? Maintains proper following distance. I need you to subscribe. Here's why. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I walk it like I talk it. I show you real life. I'm preparing you, and you're going to get better. I want to say thank you, subscribe, leave questions. Bye, guys.